So this is a sefer which is very attractive to me. I met Rabbi MIMRAN. My chavrus at the time brought him to speak to us because he knew that we were trying to learn Sod. And Rabbi MIMRAN was a higher level. First of all, he's Sephardi. So the Sephardim have a much stronger tradition in learning Sod than the Ashkenaz. I mean, only in a broad sense, because there are plenty of depth in Ashkenaz, as we see if we're learning the Tivakavanos and other places. These are all people from the Shar Shemayim, which is a Litvische Kabbalah yeshiva. It's not like it's not there. But running into this Sephardi, this Rabbi MIMRAN is from Montreal. He's from Montreal. He speaks perfect English. He lives in England. He travels all over the world. He brought us this idea. He sat down and he said, now, listen to yourself think. And he referred to this as monkey talk. If you could get your head to work in the best possible way, you would learn how to eliminate the monkey talk that's always going on. Now, the question is what is monkey talk? So we'll see as we go through it. So yesterday we just said a little bit, we said an acknowledgement, a few things about Rabbi MIMRAN. And let's just take a real quick look, if we can, at the table of contents. So today we're going to read the introduction number 1. I don't know if we'll do an introduction number 2, we'll see. Then there's a technique. He wants to teach you about working with your mind. So because everybody's worried all the time. This is basically what he's saying, and that's what he calls monkey talk. Everybody's always worried about what will be, what was, what this one said, what it's going to be. You're constantly going back and forth inside your head. And that's what he says step 1 is, going on, he says that there's a technique here. Let's go back up. The mitzvah of Ledavko, the mitzvah of clinging to Hashem. Now, this is a primary mitzvah if you're looking at this from a Kabbalistic point of view. Then he said in number 2, the B'nai Nevi'im, the school of the prophets. He's going to teach us something about that and how the prophets work. And he's going to teach you techniques. He wants to teach you techniques that will bring you into the realm of what the prophets did, how they achieved their prophecy, the technique. Then he says, knowing yourself, calming the storm, that's what's going on inside your brain. Now, you could see that there are times in your life that you have, well, I call it, the Kabbalists call it malchadakatness. You find yourself in a tremendous bit of pressure. That maybe things are not going the way that you're supposed to, and you're really worried about it, and it's going through your brain back and forth. And this could take place in all different kinds of things, in your panosa, in your married life with your children, all different kinds of things. You have to calm the storm that's in your mind and be able to see clearly what God's doing. Then he has this thing called the repetitive thoughts, the illusion of separation. Boy, that's an interesting idea. Imbalance between mind, body, and neshama. Who's really in control? Hearing voices. What's that all about? Section 2, he says, moving above the limitations of the mind. Finding the off button. This is the same idea again. Monkey talk never stops in your head. It attacks you and criticizes you and constantly second guesses you. This is what's going on inside of your brain. Did I do this right? Did I do that right? Or maybe it's the other way. Oh, I'm the world's greatest. I can do whatever I want. So connecting with your soul, right brain thinking, where connectedness takes us. How am I? Section 3, your opponent, the Yetzer Hara, the ego, the Yetzer Hara denial of the neshama, psychology of the Yetzer Hara, the art of acceptance, the loss of paradise. That's interesting. We all think that we're in paradise over here. The light of consciousness. Awareness turns pain into joy. Listen to that. Awareness. I'm thinking that he means that awareness of the fact that Hashem is involved turns pain into joy. Outsmarting the emotional ego, something called the emotional ego, resistance from the emotional ego, lighting up the darkness, the end to all power struggles, the 6,000 years. Let's go on a little bit more. How much more we got this? A little bit more, so we'll do it. So maybe this is going to be our introduction. We'll see how it goes. Now he says there's a third lesson. Lesson number 3. Where are you? Understanding the spiritual world. Interconnectedness. Modern science reveals insights into the spiritual worlds. I started because Rabbi MIMRAN spoke a bit about physics. And there's something into my YouTube feed so that I listened to physicists talk about the world. It's very interesting. Although they're avowed atheists, but they keep talking about Hashem. They can't help it. And then thoughts, the power of intention, kavanah, entrance into the spiritual realm, the witnessing presence, prophecy and joy, profound transformation, degrees of unconsciousness, how to tell what level you're on, the future world to come, nature, what is true beauty, the gap between perception and thoughts, God essence, the source of all things, the end of time, the world to come, the inner soul, body, and healing beyond the words, simple and secret meanings. Now, of course, when you learn Sod, you're really trying to learn secret meanings, because Ata B'Seser, that you are in hiddenness, I need you, how do I find you? So how to connect? Jewish meditations techniques. What's Jewish meditation? Sources for Jewish meditation. The goal of meditation is what? The Vekas. The experience, the Kabbalists, Rav Gechtila and Rav Chaim Vital. A technique taught by the Baal Shem Tov. A word of caution. First step, building the power of desire. Number 9, divine sound. Number 11, commitment. Part 10, I don't know where he went, part 11, part 10, I don't know what that's. Quotes from Rav Aryeh Kaplan's book on Jewish meditation, that Rabbi MIMRAN studied both the Sefer Yetzirah by Aryeh Kaplan and on other Sefer Sfarim of his, which are like, say, Jewish meditation, nothingness, number 12, the world of silence. He says another doorway to true wisdom is, where are you? Silence. Then he has something called Yichud 1, uniting one's name with the name of Hashem. Yichud 2, uniting Havaya and Adnut. Want to understand what he's talking about? It's called the Shiluv. The Havaya meditation. There's a candle meditation. Now he's going through different meditation techniques. Alternative realities. The practice. Connecting with the soul, the inner body, the soul, inner body awareness. Well, let's not lose this here. The inner body awareness, accessing the power of the soul, the bridge to the unmanifested, contrast and paradox, the miracle. Why haven't I found it? Now, this is very similar if you learn Brothers of Chassidus and you learn the words of the Likutei Moharan, which is very, very, very beautiful. You see, as they're trying to do the same thing. How do I get my prayers answered? What is the answer that I really want? Like Donald Trump used to say in his rallies, it's not that you get what it's not that you always get what you want, but if you try real hard, you might find that you get what you need. The fact is that we don't know what we need. But if we think about it, maybe we do. We have a Torah. So here, lesson number 5, an ancient Kabbalistic practice which is called Hishtavut. Another key and prerequisite is surrender. Active surrendering, being stuck. The spiritual dimension. Full attention is full acceptance. Now this is lesson 6. Let me see that this should be the end, and that's where we're to finish this page. So he says number 6 is how Chazal, the rabbis, communicated with neshamos. Could you do that? Since my parents are gone a while already, and all of their friends, and all of my family, because unfortunately we're from that group of people who never had a real chance at a Torah education or a Torah lifestyle. When we came to the United States, everyone assimilated, and a lot of it is lost on the Jewish people today. If those people, and I say Kaddish for them, I'm saying Kaddish for them, can I communicate with their neshamas? So let's see, sources in the Torah. Mahus Ruchni Shal Adam, the spiritual makeup of a person. Ruach HaKodesh, psychic communication. All of this in the book that we're looking at. Lesson number 7 is tshuva, the act of reconnecting. Now this is a basic part, as I see if you look at my parents' generation, and you're going back to my father was born, Zechron of was born in 1904. My mother was born in 1909. So you think about all the time between now and we're talking about the year 2026. It's a long time ago already, over 120 years. The situation in which they found themselves to survive is not the same one as we have today. Immigrant families, people dependent on help. So he said, tshuva, the act of reconnecting, the return of prophecy, steps to become a prophet. Final note, the evolving soul quote from the Chazon Ish. So that just gives you an idea of what's going to be coming out of this Sefer. And we'll see what we can accomplish. This is Baruch Fleischman. You've been listening to the Tigran Elevator Kola. Speaking today from beautiful, holy Passaic, New Jersey.